We are late arriving to the Kingdom Cup because Kayla here wanted to not be in the spot she was supposed to be at when we arrived downtown at the Circle. She wanted to be one of the first people to try to flex on everybody with a shiny Groudon.
It did not happen. I already have one though. I failed.
Good. First ever tournament experience.
Totally.
So match 1 is against Trench37, and looking at his lineup, I am deciding not to go in with Lucario because he has 2 fire types, 2 flying types, and Lucario is just completely fragile. I also decide not to go in with Blaziken because he has 2 water types and 2 flying types. And I decided to keep Lapras on the bench as well because my Lapras has Ice Shard and Ice Beam, and those ice moves aren't really doing much of anything to anything on his team. So I don't remember my reasoning, but I decided to go in with a Alolan Marowak to start match 1. As soon as the match starts, I instantly recognize that I am in a bad matchup, so I store up some energy, switch out to Bronzong to at least get some neutral damage in with that Confusion attack, and he has pretty good defense, but that Surf definitely took a chunk out of me, so I decided to block the next one because I need to keep Bronzong in. So I charge up a Heavy Slam thinking, okay, Lapras is weak since it's part ice, but it's also part water, which, resists it, and I end up getting both of his shields out of him. He takes me out with Charizard after switching his Lapras out real quick. I decided, I'm going to throw in my Altaria because I can resist Charizard and blow him down with that Dragon Breath attack. But completely forgot that Charizard has Dragon Claw, so I ended up taking that first one full on. Not trying to lose Altaria here, not quite yet. So he ends up getting my other shield out of me. And I unleash a Sky Attack and finally drop Charizard. He comes back out with Lapras, and there goes the Ice Beam, which is the reason why I didn't leave with Altaria. So I come back in with my Marowak, hoping to, take this Lapras out, finally get it down, got some energy charged up, and he comes out with this Empoleon, which I never went up against. It is part steel, so it can go down to a ground move, and although it's super effective, it really didn't do much at all to the Empoleon. So Trench37 takes match 1. I begin match 2, throwing out Lucario. He throws out Lapras. I'm like, great, perfect matchup for me. Let's beat this thing up, get this power up punch off, and Lucario is fragile, so I'm definitely shielding this Surf attack. Next, he throws out Charizard, so I switch into Altaria, and we're having the same matchup again. This time I block that Dragon Claw because he's not getting me again with that. Then he comes out with Empoleon. I'm like, dang, this thing is part steel, so it's gonna resist my Dragon Breath. But okay, let me do what I can against it. I am out of shields. I am getting my charge moves off. And then he comes at me. I'm wondering what it is. It's a Flash Cannon. I'm like, okay, it's a Flash Cannon, but no, it takes me completely down. So then I throw out my Lucario to finish beating up on that steel. Empoleon drops, Charizard comes back out, drops my Lucario, and then it's like, okay, Marowak versus Charizard. Can I get this Charizard down? And he has the shields, and yeah. Looking back at this footage, I was wondering how I lost this match, and yes, the shield advantage that he had over me cost me the match. So round 1, I'm done. So round 2 is a finals match of last month. Round 2 is a finals rematch of Tempest Cup. I did not go in with Lapras. I probably should have, but he did have 2 fighting types. Flygon and Altaria would have definitely been weak to my ice moves, but decided to keep Lapras on the bench. I decided to keep Altaria on the bench because he had Lapras, Flygon, and Altaria. I decided to keep Lucario on the bench as well because of Blaziken, Lucario, and Altaria. Once again, I don't know why I decided to lead with a Alolan Marowak, but that's what I did to start match 1. So once again, my Alolan Marowak is facing a Lapras with Water Gun, so I get out of there and switch right back into Bronzong like I did in the last match. I take a Surf attack and I hit it with that Confusion for that neutral damage. He comes at me with another Surf attack. I decide to eat that as well. Then I fire off some more Confusions, get my Heavy Slam charged up again, unleash that. I get a shield out of him, great. So I decided to let Bronzong go down. I come back in with Blaziken and proceed to knock this Lapras right out. He throws in his Altaria, which I'm like, cool, great counter to Blaziken. So I unleash a Brave Bird. I get a shield out of him, great. He has no shields. And I switch back into Marowak to, use some ghost damage on it. And I don't think it was the best idea. He hits me with Sky Attack, I shield it. And he switches into Bastiodon. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me hit it with this ground move. And I'm like, what? It's double weak to ground, and that's all that Bone Club did? And I'm like, okay, all right. Blaziken, it's all up to you. And Blaziken comes back in, hits me with Stone Edge. I make sure that I have to shield that. I knock that daggone Bastiodon out, but I don't have any energy left to do anything, especially against Altaria. So Random takes match 1. Match 2 begins. I throw out Lucario. He throws out Lucario, so it's just a mirror match here. So we're just going to pummel each other to the death pretty much. And he hits me with a Power Punch. I was like, there's no way I'm going to shield this. So Marowak take down his Lucario. He throws out his Bastiodon. And I'm like, okay, this again. I wish I had Blaziken because Marowak isn't really doing much with that Bone Club. Not at all. Quite disappointed in Bone Club. He throws a Stone Edge. I'm like, I have to shield this. So then I throw out Bone Club. And once again, it's not doing too much. But what can I do at this point? Keep spamming Bone Clubs as fast as I can before he gets off another charge. But he takes a Alolan Marowak down. And I throw out my Altaria. And the game lags for a little bit. And he flamethrowers me, which gets my shield. And I'm like, dang it. I thought it would be a Stone Edge. Then he comes out with his Altaria. And he has charge move priority, and he gets me. And so I blow him down a little bit. And I don't know why I decided to use Sky Attack, but oh yeah, because he had shields. That's right. So I knew from the start. So yeah, I already knew he had 2 shields. There was nothing I was going to be able to do about that. So round 2, I am through. Being as though I just got swept in round 1 and round 2, I'm not feeling too good about the rest of the tournament. But next up, I go against Indie Nerd Girl, and she has a lot of non-meta picks on her team. So I'm feeling like, okay, maybe I might win this one. Being that she had 3 ice types on her team, I decided not to go in with 2 fires, so I decided to opt for Lucario. Lapras was definitely not doing anything with the ice. Too much ice for Lapras to be used. Definitely too much ice for Altaria to be used. So I decided to lead with Lucario and go into match 1. And she throws out Mamoswine, which is perfect. So I get to work punching that Mamoswine down, and she doesn't switch out or anything. And she counters with Charizard, which is perfect, but I unleash the Shadow Ball. She blocks it, of course. I then go in with a Alolan Marowak, because I can get some neutral damage in with the Shadow Ball. And she blocks it, so I'm like, great, I got both shields, the advantage now. So I'm not sure what happened there. I'm pretty sure my character just lagged and did not want to attack, which always happens to me. She attacks me. I throw a Bone Club. I don't know why I'm using Bone Club, knowing that it is resisting that, but probably because that's the only thing I could get off. So I threw that. Bronzong comes out with this Confusion move and drops Charizard. Now I'm like, great, Steel versus Ice. I have the advantage here. Heavy Slam, she can't shield it. Bronzong takes a nice chunk of damage out of Regice, and then Regice goes down. Match 2, I start with Lucario again. She throws out Camera Ups. If this camera does any fire moves to me, I'm pretty much done for. So I gotta hurry up, get something off. I get a shield, and I did not switch out. Okay, I let Camera Up take me down. I don't remember doing that. But throwing Marowak to finish off Camera Up. She throws out Kingdra. It has Dragon Breath. So okay, I can take a few Dragon Breaths as long as it's not a water attack. She shields my Bone Club and keeps hammering away with that Dragon Breath. Finally get a Shadow Ball off. Then I got the shields out, and I'm like, okay, cool. Get this Kingdra out of here. Alolan Sand Slash comes out, and I'm like, okay, I can resist ice. Let me throw a ground move at it. Cool. She can't shield it. I don't know what's coming here, but I decided to just take my chances. Gyro Ball. Cool. Another Shadow Ball, and Alolan Sand Slash is down, and I get my first victory of the Kingdom Cup. Round 3 is me. Brian has an issue with my coffee. What's your beef, Brian?
Y'all should fight.
I know, you're gonna square up again.
Right? We're gonna take it outside this time.
Good old Sora. And looking at his lineup, I noticed that he has a few off-meta picks. this could be good, this could be bad, because I'm not used to seeing these matchups. He has 3 dragon types on his team, so I'm like, I'm definitely going in with Lapras. Blaziken, because Blaziken can do a pretty good job against his Sand Slash, okay against Lapras. And I go with Bronzong because Bronzong just seems to be a solid pick for me. So I decide to lead with Lapras and begin match 1. Throws out Altaria, and I am smiling inside because this is a great matchup for me. He switches out his Altaria to throw Lapras out for a mirror match. I get a Surf attack off and he shields it, and I'm scratching my head as to why. And I throw off another one and he shields it again. So I'm like, great, that fast I got both of his shields out of him. I am not going to shield a Surf attack from him, so I would just eat those. I know his Water Gun is definitely doing more damage than my Ice Shard, so I switch out into Blaziken. And since I have both of my shields, I can attack it for super effective damage. So I shield his Surf attack. I get a Brave Bird off, which finishes off the Lapras. He comes out with Altaria, great counter. And I get another Brave Bird charged up. I hit him with it. He fires back with a Sky attack. I decide to let Blaziken go down. Then I bring my Lapras back out to take that Altaria out as it was intended to be in the first matchup. He throws out Charizard. I'm like, perfect. I got a Surf already charged up, ready to go. Lapras did his thing right before it dropped, and Bronzong came in and finished off Charizard, and that is match 1. Match 2, I decided to lead with Lapras yet again, and he leads with Flygon, and I'm like, this could not be going any better for me. He does not switch out immediately. He uses Dragon Claw. I thought it might have been Stone Edge, so I decided to shield, but I finished taking it out. And then next comes out Altaria, and I'm like, what is going on here? Okay, you want to give it to me? I'll take it down. But he ends up shielding that Ice Beam, but I'm not too worried about it because I can take it out with quick moves. But I had another one and Lapras was getting ready to go down, so I decided to throw another Ice Beam, and I get both his shields again. Bronzong comes out because it resists those Dragon Breaths. I let Bronzong eat that Sky attack and then finish off Altaria. Waiting. Then he comes out with his Lapras. I'm like, this could be pretty good. All right, so get a heavy slam off, trading blows again for a little bit. He throws another Surf at me. I'm block it because I want to keep Bronzong out for as long as possible. I get another heavy slam off and take out Lapras, and that is match 2. Round 4, I score. Now, I had a lot of fun at this tournament, even though I didn't do so well. I mean, hey, I broke even, 2-2. I can live with that. This is my first time playing against Trench. He's definitely a great player. Raidim's a top player as well. And, going up against guys like this is only going to make me better in the future. So if I had to lose to them now, guess what? I'll be back to take them on later. Thanks for checking out this video. If you like it, hit that like button. Leave a comment in the comments section. If you're new here, welcome. Hop on board. If you're not new here and you've seen at least 3 of my videos and you have not subscribed yet, again, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button and click that little bell to be notified of my future uploads. And with that said, I am out of here.